Bueno, nuevamente, buenas
Okay, so
tardes. Espero se
again,
encuentren súper
hello,
bien.
good
Feliz lunes,
afternoon,
que
good
esta semana
evening. I
sea
hope you're doing
maravillosa y muy
amazing. Happy Monday.
bendecida.
I hope you have a very
Quiero
blessed,
dejarles saber
amazing
nuevamente que esta
week.
llamada
I
tiene
want to let you know
interpretación para que
again that the
puedan
call has
entender, tal
interpretation
vez
service,
entenderle a mi
so you
esposo
can
absolutamente
understand
todo.
my husband
Y
absolutely
también si están
everything that
aquí
he
por
has to
primera
say.
vez,
And if you're here for the first
bienvenidos,
time, welcome,
bienvenidas. No
welcome,
se imaginan lo
everyone.
feliz
You
que
have
nos
no
sentimos mi
idea how
esposo y
happy
yo,
we feel,
esta
my husband and
comunidad
I,
de
with
bienestar,
this
de
community
Wellness
of
Revolution está
wellness,
creciendo
the
todos
wellness
los días
revolution, which is
a
growing
una
every
velocidad
day
enorme
at
y
an
ustedes son
amazing speed.
privilegiados por haber dicho
And
que
you
sí
are
en
privileged
este
because you
momento.
said
Hoy
yes
tuvimos
at
una
this
reunión y yo
moment.
le
Today
decía a
we
la
had a
persona con la que
meeting, and I
estábamos
was
hablando,
saying
le
to the
dije, mire,
person that we were
mire, yo
talking to,
tengo ya
I
muchos
said,
años,
look,
tenemos muchos años
it's
en este
been
modelo de
a
negocio
few
y si
years
hay
that we've
algo
been working
clave
in this
es el
business
timing,
model. And if
el
there's something
tiempo,
key,
ese
it's timing.
momentum.
It's
Y
that
estamos
momentum.
en esa
And
etapa
we are
maravillosa en
right
donde
now in that
entrar a este
amazing
modelo de
phase
negocio,
in which
entrar a esta compañía,
enrolling
entrar al
into this
equipo,
business
ustedes se
model,
van a beneficiar
signing
de una
up in
manera
this company and
increíble
this
y hoy lo
team,
van a
you're
entender
going to
por
be
qué, ya que tenemos un plan de
amazingly
compensación
benefited. And
binario
you're going to
y
understand
esto
why,
hace
because our
que
compensation
nos
plan is binary,
beneficiemos de alguna
and
manera de
this
nuestro
helps us
upline, o
profit
sea, de
from our
nosotros.
upline.
Así que
So
es el
that's from
momento
us.
perfecto.
So it's a
Si
perfect
están aquí
moment.
por
If
segunda o
you are
tercera vez,
here for the
las
second
felicito,
or
los
the third time,
felicito.
I
Yo siempre digo que
congratulate
mientras
you.
más
I
uno
always
escucha
say that the
las
more
cosas,
you
más se le
hear
quedan a uno grabadas. Así
things,
que
the
nuevamente,
more
qué
they
rico que
become
estén
part
aquí
of
con
you.
nosotros.
So again,
Y
I'm
estas
so happy to
llamadas
have
también
you
las
all
hacemos para
here
que
with
ustedes
me
puedan compartir
and
con las personas que
with
ustedes
us.
ingresen al
And these
negocio.
calls are
O de
also
repente
for, so you
Marlene me
can
dice,
share them
Jimena,
with
¿sabes qué? Lo
people
que
who are
pasa es que
interested
solamente
in the
tengo
business.
clientes.
Or like
Perfecto.
Marlene, who
Pero si
says, you know what,
entraron
I only have
y los ves
customers. Okay,
emocionados o
that's perfect.
emocionadas
But
con
you
el
know, if you see
producto,
them
déjame
excited with the
saber.
product, if
Oye,
they're
María,
enjoying it,
tú
let
sabes que
them
con
know, hey,
estos
Maria,
productos que
do you
tanto te
know that
gustan
with this
puedes generar
project, this
ingresos.
product
¿Cómo
that you
así,
like so
Marlene?
much,
Sí, entra a
you
la
can
llamada del
also
lunes
generate
que
income?
mis
What do
upline
you
van a hacer
mean?
la
Yes,
llamada de
come to our
capacitación
Monday
para que
calls
entiendas
because my
cómo puedes
uplines are
ganar
going to
dinero.
do a training
Así,
so you can
así sean
understand how you can earn money
consumidores, así
with this.
sean clientes,
Even if they are
invítenlos porque
consumers of the
uno
product
nunca
or
sabe
customers,
que esa
invite them because
persona
you
quiere hacer
never
un
know
negocio.
who
Así
is the
que,
person
sin más ni
who
menos, le voy a
is
ceder la
wanting to work
palabra
the
a mi
business. So,
esposo.
with no further ado,
Adelante,
I
mi
will
amor,
pass the
gracias por
floor
hacer
to my
estas
husband.
llamadas. De
Please go
verdad que
ahead,
son
Jay. Thank you for doing
maravillosas.
these calls
Yo
because
sé
they
que a
are
lo mejor va a ser mucha
amazing. I
información, no
know
se
that it might
preocupen,
be a
esto
lot of
queda
information
grabado
for
porque fue
everyone.
mucha
Okay, don't
información
worry
para
because this is
ustedes
recorded.
y
We
poco a
have a
poco
lot of
la pueden
info
ir
for you,
viendo,
and
vuelvan a
little
ver
by
esta
little, you
grabación
can see this
y
recording.
pues nada,
Go
tomen
understanding,
nota
take
para
notes,
que
okay?
todo quede súper
So
claro y cualquier
everything is super
pregunta o
clear,
duda,
and
aquí
any
estamos para
question or
ayudarlos. Así
concern,
que
here we
adelante,
are
mi
to
amor.
help you. So please go ahead, Jay.
Well, good evening, everyone. Lola, just we had some people join after Jimena made the announcement. Can you make the announcement just really quickly one more time about the interpretation, just so everyone can understand me?
You want me to do it or Lola?
Yeah, uh, you are Lola.
Ah, ok, la llamada tiene
Okay,
interpretación para
I
las
want to
personas que
let you
acaban de
know for
entrar.
everybody
Ahí
who
en el
just
chat pusimos
got into the
cómo
call
pueden llegar a
that in
ella,
the
pero
chat you have the
facilito si están en la
instructions to access the
computadora.
interpretation,
En la
okay? But
parte de
it's really
abajo
simple.
tienen un
If you're on your
mundito, ahí
computer,
van a
on the bottom of the
escoger
screen,
el
there's a
idioma de su
globe icon. You
preferencia.
can choose the language of your
Y
preference
si
there.
están desde su celular,
And
hay
if
tres
you're on your
puntitos
cell phone,
también
there's
en
going to
donde
be
pueden
three
encontrar la
dots where
opción
you
de
can find the option of
interpretación.
interpretation.
Well, I'm really excited to be here with you guys. Again, I'm going to just repeat what Jimena said about turning your camera on. We're building this massive community, and we really want to see who you are and interact with you. That's the reason we do these calls on Zoom, and they're not pre-recorded so that we can actually meet with people. So, if many of you guys could turn on your cameras, I promise you, it's going to make the experience better for everyone on here. Again, we are both really excited. I'm really excited, one, because I get to work with my wife again in business. We kind of separated for a little while and then came back together. So I'm a very happy man. I get to work right next door to her in an office every single day. I'm in the same house with her every single day. And this wellness revolution that we're building and impacting lives is really, really important to us. You know, right now, with so many people understanding how important health is and how to take care of yourself, what we really want to do is just bring an emphasis, especially to the Hispanic community, about what you can do every single day to live a healthier, more meaningful life. And so, to do that, though, the first thing I'd like to talk about in this call is I'd like to talk about the correct mindset to launch your business. Because right now, launching your business, you guys are an entrepreneur. And what I mean by that is you guys start a business. You could go out and start an LLC today, get a tax ID number, and write every single thing off for this business. It's a legit business. Now, I've had several businesses in my life, and I've never invested less than $250,000 to start a business. And it's taken me 5 to 7 years to get my money back and then to even start making money. This investment that you've made, you can start making money immediately. And that's what I want you to walk away with tonight is how fast you can do that. I want you guys to have a plan to do this in the next 48 hours. Okay. You need to treat this as a business. You need to learn as much as you possibly can. We have these calls on Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. We have all kinds of resources out there that Evelyn and Lola have sent you. So utilize them, watch the videos and understand this business. The more you understand this business, the better you're going to be able to talk about this business. The cool thing about this business is you don't have to be a doctor. You don't have to be a scientist. There's very little stuff that you need to remember to talk about because this product works. It has a patent. So show up for the trainings every single week. Watch the trainings every single week. When you bring people into the business, have them show up every single week. If you can't show up, watch the recordings. So this is going to help you guys grow fast. Okay. You got to launch this business. You got to go all in on this business and learn as much as possible. There's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of stuff to learn. Don't be overwhelmed by it. I promise you, in 30 days, you're going to be like, okay, I got it. I can start talking about this more and more educated, but start talking about it now. Don't wait to be great at it. Just start talking about this amazing opportunity. And I'm going to give you guys some points tonight that you can use to start talking about this business. What I will tell you that I truly believe, and Jimena believes too, is that this product is going to change humanity like nothing ever before. One thing that changed humanity was iPhones. That changed it more than anything else. But this is going to change humanity health. And that's what's most important, right? We can have all the money in the world, but as soon as you lose your health, you don't care about money. The only thing you care about is your health. And this is going to help so many people maintain that health. And the great thing about this product is you might not feel something immediately from this, but what this product really does is from the inside out. It's going to reverse your age. It's going to start working on the inside of your body and start reversing the things that would break down that aren't going to break down now. You need to believe that and you need to share that with as many people as you possibly can. You need to practice what you learn by practicing talking to a lot of people. Okay? You got to talk to people. That's this business. You can't be afraid to talk to people. You don't have to sell anything. All you have to do is share. We also have calls every single Tuesday and Thursday where we talk about the opportunity, we talk about the business, we talk about the product. So we have a system that you guys can utilize. Everyone that you bring into this business, you don't have to know everything about it. You can invite them to calls with your business partners. Jimena and I are your business partners. You can refer to us as your business partner. We are in business together and we are here to help you. You guys are not alone in this. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just have to use the one that we already have. Invented wheels and the other companies that we were in and all the businesses that I've had in the past. We have all that experience now. So use it. We are here for you and we're here to do something special with every single person on this call. So now I want to show you some things in the back office so that you can navigate and learn where things are. And the back office is what you're going to log into with your user ID. When you signed up, you create a user ID and then you also create a password. So you're going to take that and then you're going to go to lifewave.com. Okay, let me share this screen with you. And let me just log out of here. It might log me out anyways. Let's see. Sign out. So when you go to lifewave.com, this is what it's going to look like. Not listening to me. Sign out. Sorry, you guys. The system is not doing anything. Let me just log into a new one. Babe, is your internet really slow?
No, it's working good.
Okay, so it's going to look like this. You're going to put your username and password in, and you're going to log in. And this is your back office. This is your website. This is where you manage all of your businesses from. All right. So when you first log in, you're going to want to click on your name and you're going to go to change settings. Okay. When you click on change settings, this is where you can update all of your information, your address, your language preferences, all the stuff that you email, sign up, everything that you want to change. You can click on this profile. You can edit all this information. So just go through each one of these and make sure all of your information is in. The other thing that you're going to do inside of this when you click on your profile is you're going to change your legs. And what I mean by that is when you are enrolling people, you're either going to put them on your left or you're going to put them on your right. Okay. And so when you first start this business, the most important thing is you have to become a manager. And how you become a manager is you have to enroll 4 people. You have to get 4 people to sign up as a brand partner in the business. Okay. 2 have to be on your left and 2 have to be on your right. That's how you get to the first rank in the company. And that's how you unlock the compensation plan. Okay. So when you go, my computer is just hanging up, my love. Okay. When you go to this screen that on the profile, the view settings, there's options here, build left and build right. So when you sign 2 people up, you're going to put them on your left side, let's say. And then the next 2 people, you're just going to go in here and you're going to select build right. And it's going to change it right here where it says your binary preference has been changed. That's how you change it. I'm going to change mine back because we're building left right now. But that's how you change your legs when people sign up. So if you sign up 3 people, you want to make sure that you put 2 on the left and then you put 1 on the right. If you make a mistake and someone signs up and you wanted them on another leg, you have 5 days to call customer service and they'll change it to the correct leg for you. Okay. And then how do you check your monthly subscriptions? This is really, really important. Let's talk about subscriptions really quick. So in order for you to keep your volume in the business, meaning like when Jimena and I sign people up, being that you're on our team, everyone that we enroll will fall under you and you will get credit for that volume. So you're going to see that your volume is going to stack up. And maybe you haven't brought many people in the business. You're like, where's all this volume coming from? Well, the great thing about this comp plan is us being your upline, as we bring people in, being that it's binary, they go underneath of you and you get credit for their volume in your business and you can make money off of that volume. Okay. But how you don't lose that volume is you have to have at least 1 auto ship every single month, okay? Which is 1 patch, 1 pack of patches, which is yours. It's your inventory. So you don't have to pay anything to stay active besides you have to have your patches for yourself every single month. In order to get paid, you can do this after you become a manager. In order to get paid, you have to have 2 auto ship every single month for you and your wife, you and your kid, whoever it is, but you have to have 2 or 1 for you and 1 to give away patches to people. But you have to have 2 to get paid. So basically, your rent is $200 a month on a business. Okay. Now, it's not like you're paying $200 for nothing. You're getting patches, you're getting inventory for your patches. As long as you have 2 auto ship every single month, you never have to worry about losing your rank and you will always get paid. So in order to check this, you go to monthly subscription orders. And you can see Jimena and I, this is our monthly subscription order that we have. We have the X39, X49, Silent Nights, Glutathione, and SP6. These are the ones that we wear every single day. And so our total every month is $554. Okay. Our BV is $397, which that's what we get credit for. You have to have at least 110 to get paid every single month. Okay. So that's why auto ship. Now, if you didn't set up auto ship, the way you sign up for auto ship is you go to store and you go to patches. You click on patches, and then you're going to select the X39 patch right here. And then you're going to go down here. And if you're going to do 1 or 2, 1 is to stay active, 2 is to get paid. You're going to go click on 2. And then I hear it says add 2 monthly subscription orders. And it's going to say it's been added to your auto order. It's not exactly true. So there's a cart here. You go into that cart and then you hit checkout. Okay. It's going to verify some information, your credit card, and then it's going to ask for some information down here and then pay with this card. I'm not going to go because my auto ship's already set up. But in order to make sure that the auto ship took, you're going to go back to monthly subscription orders and it will show up in your monthly subscription orders. Okay. So if you didn't sign up for auto ship, that's how you do it. It can be canceled at any time, but you just want to be careful because you don't want to lose your volume. Okay. Now, how you find your enrollment link. we have videos that we sent out to you when you signed up, how to do this. It's like a 21-second video, but I'm going to show you again really quickly. So you're going to go to organization and hit enroll new. And remember what Jimena said, this call is recorded. We're going to send it out all to you. You can rewatch this call for this, so you don't have to be freaked out. Oh, I missed that. I missed that. We're going to send the recorded call to you and you'll have all this information. So to get your link, you go to organization, enroll new. When you click on that, because we sell all over the world, we have a global enrollment. You're going to hit join now. And this is your enrollment link up here. So just copy and paste that and put it in your notes on your phone. That way, when someone says, can I send you my link, or can you send me your link? You can go right there and do it. You can also go into the LifeWave app and send a link from the LifeWave app as well. It'll send your link out. So you can go in there, download the mobile app. You can play with that. You can also send your link from there as well. If someone says that they want to be a customer, you just scroll to the bottom and click on preferred customer program. And then this is your link right here for customers to sign up. Copy paste that, save that in your notes, or you can also send that from the mobile app as well. That's the way that you get your link for your business. Okay. How you check your commissions, right? This is a business, like I said, right? You want to know how you get paid? If you go to home, right when you log in, the first thing that's going to be on your screen is your commissions. This is active commissions so far this week, which just started on Monday, and this is the last 5 weeks. Okay. Also, the way you can check commissions is there's a commission tab. Click on commissions, and the ways that we get paid are all right here. So the cycle bonus that I'm going to talk about in a minute, that's going to be right there. Your matching bonus is right there. It's going to show you exactly what you made so far this week. And then you have a bonus cap. A product introduction bonus. So anybody that signs up for the business, and or if any customers sign up for the business, they show up all right there. Okay. So that's how you check your commissions in the back office. The other thing that you want to check is your rank advancement. Okay. So how you do that is you go to commissions and then you click on rank advancement. This is going to tell you what you need for the next rank. So we're already at senior presidential director. It's not going to give us anything because we're at the top of the company. But if you're haven't hit manager yet, you're going to click on this, or it'll say manager. And then down here is going to give you all the requirements that you need to hit manager. How many people you need on your left, how many people on your right. If you hit director and you're already at manager, it's going to tell you exactly what qualifications you need to hit manager. So that's how you check rank advancement and what you need for the next rank. Like I said earlier, this comp plan is all about being a manager making machine. And what I mean by that is the first goal in the next 48 hours is you need to look in your phone. Anybody that you know, anybody that you've had any contact with, you need to try to reach out to them and have a conversation or invite them to a call on Thursday where we talk about the business. And as you learn how we talk about the business, and get them to sign up. When you get those 4 people to sign up, you have to get 2 more, one on left, one on right. And you have to make one of those on the left and one of those on the right a manager. And if you focus on just helping people get to manager, your business will grow exponentially. This comp plan is all about the first rank in the company. If you can help people get to manager, that's the most important thing. You just got to help everybody get 4 people. Everybody knows 4 people in their life. So that is one of the most important things in this business, is helping people get to manager. Now, the other thing is if you want to upgrade your package, you're like, Jay, why would I want to upgrade my package? Well, when I signed up, I didn't really understand what I was signing up for initially because it was in a hurry and I was on vacation, and I signed up for the core, which gave me 3 packs. And then I got home and I realized, well, first of all, I need to have more points to get paid. And how am I going to hand out patches to people with only having 3 packs? I gave some to my wife, I gave some to my mother-in-law. I had nothing else to give out to people and share this with. So that's why it's really, really important that eventually, when you have some money, you make money, you upgrade to either the advanced or the premium, so that you have more inventory to actually patch people. And when you're talking about, they see what it is and you can actually put it on them. I give out 10 to every single person that I talk to about the business. That's what I do. I started with 5 or 6, and then I realized people are married. They need more, so they go home and patch either their wife or their kids. Okay. Now, if you want to upgrade, the way you do that is you go to store. Okay. And if you scroll down where it says sales tools on mine, it's going to say upgrade kit. Okay. I'm already at the premium pack, so it doesn't give me the option because you can only do this one time. Okay. And when you upgrade, you only pay the difference between what you had. So if you got the core at 295 and you buy the 535, then you're going to pay $140 to upgrade. Okay. Or $240 to upgrade to the advanced package. You don't pay the 535 plus the 295. You pay the difference in between. So you go there and you're going to click on that, and it's really easy. Upgrade kit, and it's going to walk you through exactly how you upgrade the kit. Okay. Now, I'm going to say this throughout this training because it's that important. You need to leverage our 4-day training. Listen, you're new to the business and you're watching this call. It's great to jump on this onboarding call 3 or 4 times to understand and hear it over and over. That's what I did. I jumped on all these calls several times till I got it, until I understood, until it clicked. So we do these calls Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, every single week. We have these calls to help you. The other resource is, if you look in the back office here, there's a resource tab. Okay. This resource tab, go through all these and click on these things. There's a lot of information in here. We are also in the process of building a website that's going to have all the resources for you guys, everything that you need to launch and maintain your business. But for now, this is what we have until we get our website launched. It shouldn't be very long. We're working on it. It should be very, very, very soon. Okay. What I want to talk to you guys about now, and I know this is a fire hose of information, you guys, but when I started, I had no information. I literally didn't know anything about this business. And so what we want to do is just give you all the information that you need, rewatch this over and over and over. So this next part is the very, very hardest part of the business, and that is talking to people. But the hardest part is talking to people consistently and getting into a conversation. And what I want to teach you today is how to get in that conversation. But the number one thing I want to teach you tonight is what not to do. Okay, I'm going to teach you what to do, but I want to teach you what not to do first. Okay, with this business, we've been in this business a long time, so we've made a lot of mistakes, my wife and I. And so the thing that I learned is, if I can learn what not to do, my process to learn and get better is going to be way faster than most people, because everyone wants to know what to do. And I'm going to give that to you tonight. But these 2 things are what you should not do. Do not make this mistake. And I'm going to add a third one. First, don't talk about it being a network marketing business, a direct sales business, an MLM. I don't ever talk about that. The reason why I don't talk about that, I don't hide it. The reason I don't talk about that is because a lot of people have had a bad experience. People have bad experience in financial services, in the car business, in buying a house business, in mortgage business. And whenever you talk about these things, people are like, oh no, I don't want to hear about that, or I had a bad experience. This is different. That meeting we had today, the young lady that we met with said, the reason I'm here is because of the community and the systems and the process, and Jimena and Jay know what they're doing, and I want to be with the best. You have that. You can have all the confidence in the world. You have that. Okay. Don't talk about it being a network marketing business. It is a business. The second thing is don't talk about comp plan. Don't talk about how much money you can make, right? When you do that, it just sounds like a pipe dream to people. People are like, oh yeah, everybody talks about that. Everybody says that. Yeah, whatever. Don't talk about that. Don't start off with that. What you're going to start off with is how amazing this device is and how it's changing people's lives. And the third thing is, don't talk too much. You got to listen. You got to ask questions. If you talk too much, people are going to be like, my God, would you just be quiet? You could talk, just don't talk too much. But the way that you get into conversations with people is through conversation, and conversations happens by asking questions. Something I learned from my grandfather a very, very long time ago that I've utilized in my life in every aspect is that you have to leave people with themselves. And what that means is you have to ask a lot of questions and be intentional with your questions and really be interested in people. Most people want to be heard. So I'm here to listen, and I'm going to dig stuff out of you because I want to be able to know who you are. So I'm sharing what is important to you, not to me. Okay. So I'm going to help you about those questions. So again, this is recorded, but you guys can write these down, right? This is how I get into conversations. I'm going to give you a list of questions. Okay. First and foremost, when I meet someone, understand that people are attached to their identity. And most people's identity is what they do. If you're a stay-at-home mom, that's your identity. If you stay home and take care of kids, that's a hard job. That's your identity. If you have a job in corporate America, that's your identity. If you're an NBA basketball player, an NFL football player, a singer, an actress like my wife, that's your identity. That's what you do 8, 10 hours a day. So it's a very easy conversation piece to ask people what they do. And I get to know people. The second question I always ask people is, tell me what you love about it. And most people don't love anything about what they do for a living. And that's good information to have because this business is amazing. All the things that they hate about their job is the great things about this business. And then the next question I ask is if you could change one thing about your job, what would it be? Again, these are conversation. They're not yes or no questions. Do you like your job? Yes. These are questions that get conversation going and I can get to know people. Okay. Most people are going to tell me they don't want to work weekends. They don't want to work nights. They wish they could make more money. There's a lot of things that they would change about their job, right? So I get into conversations with people. When you get into conversation with people, then they're going to ask you questions, right? I also ask people how much money they make. You ask people how much money they make? Yes. Money's not a big deal. Most people are going to lie to you. But what you can make in this business is absolutely ridiculous for the amount of time that you have to invest in this business. So those are types of questions I ask to get into conversation. I ask questions about their family, vacations, where they like to go, like all those types of things. Right. And then when people ask me what I do, I tell people I'm in a stem cell business. And they're like, what's a stem cell business? And then I'll take the patch off my back and I'm like, you don't know about the stem cell patch? You haven't heard about this thing? Oh my God, this thing has changed my life like nothing has ever changed my life before. And they're like, what is it? And I'm like, well, what do you know about stem cells? Again, I'm not telling anybody, what do you know about stem cells? Most people don't know much about stem cells. Then I'm going to educate them. Did you know between the age of 0 and 30 that 50% of your stem cells go dormant? You know, that's why we start getting disease in our body because our stem cells are there to keep inflammation out of our body. You know, between the age of 30 and 60, 90% of our stem cells are dormant in our body. Well, this stem cell patch has helped me sleep better. It's helped take all the pain out of my body. It's helped me have more energy and more mental clarity. Like it has changed my life. What's your energy level look like through the day? Here's another question. What's your energy level look through the day? Do you like crash at 2 o'clock? Oh, every day, 2 o'clock, I gotta grab an espresso. Wow, that you know what? Since I wore the patch, I don't have that anymore. If I see somebody in pain, I'm gonna ask them what happened. And then I'm gonna tell them about my pain. Then I'm gonna patch them. I'm gonna say, listen, this patch is gonna take all your pain away. 2 months, all my pain was gone. If somebody's drinking an energy drink, first of all, I'm gonna look at the energy drink. I'm gonna tell them to look at the ingredients on the back. And I'm gonna say, tell me the ingredients you recognize in this can you're drinking. And they'll be like, caffeine, water. What about the other stuff? Have no idea what it is. You're just dumping these chemicals into your body. This patch has given me more energy than I've ever had in my entire life. Right. So you guys understand asking these questions gets you into the conversation that you need to be. Not one time did I talk about direct sales. Not one time did I talk about network marketing. Not one time did I talk about money. I just talked about what this patch did for me. The other people that you can target in this business is you can target people that are in the direct sales business. There's so many people online talking about different direct sales business. If it's hair and makeup, if it's supplements, if it's selling candles, if it's selling purses. I reach out to those people all the time on social media, but the way that I reach out to them is I reach out to them interested in their business. It's a completely different approach. I want to hear about your business model. And they're going to want to pitch me. And then when they pitch me, then I'm going to talk to them. They're going to ask me what I do. And I'm going to say, well, I'm actually in the business and I'm just looking to add something to it because my company allows me to do another company. And I just wanted to see what I would want to add to it that kind of tied well with it. But my company is great. I mean, I'm making great money. I just want to add another stream of income. And that opens up a conversation for what you do. And it's not like I'm targeting them to try to pull them away from a company. It's a completely different strategy. Okay. You can also use your social media. Now, I know some of you are like, oh, yeah, social media, I have 200 followers. Well, listen, if you got 10% of people to sign up for this, which is not a lot of percent, it's 20 people. You get 20 people in your business, and that money will pay you $500, $600, $700 a week. You can make 2 grand a week just off of getting 10% of your social media to be interested in this, being consistent on social media, talking about it. Friends and family. These are the toughest ones because they know you, right? They're going to be judgmental. They're going to be like, yeah, whatever. This is today's flavor. We know how our family and friends are, but they're great to practice on. And if they see you be consistent, they see you build this business, and they're going to jump on this bandwagon with you. People you went to school with in the past. Those are people you could talk and call these people up out of the blue, ask them what they're doing. The same questions I shared with you guys. Start a conversation. Hey, you still a nurse? Are you still working at the car dealership? Are you still doing this? Are you still doing that? What do you love about it? What would you change about it? How much money are you making? Are you open to another stream of income that you wouldn't have to really put that much time in and it's changing people's lives? What do you know about stem cells? So just use this, you guys. Just have this conversation with people. And then when they talk about it, right now, you don't know anything about it. Just listen, my business partner and I are having a call on Thursday night at 7 p.m. I'd love to get your opinion. Like, I'm really, really excited about this, but I would love to get your. You understand, people love to give their opinion. People love to give their opinion when you don't want it. But when you ask people for their opinion, they'll show up. Just tell them how excited you are about the opportunity and ask for their opinion. Pull out your phone. Look at all the contacts in your phone. You'd be surprised. The other day, my phone, I was looking at my dad on my phone, and I have 3,900 contacts in my phone. Never would have guessed 3,900 contacts. But over the years, all the people that I've met, all the people in business, like this company that I worked for, I looked up and I literally scrolled for days. I realized I had no idea I had that many people on my phone that I can actually go out and target and have conversations with. Again, if I haven't talked to them in a while, I'm going to call them up, ask them what they're doing. How's the family? What you been up to? And then organically, the conversation is going to evolve to what I do. But I'm not calling, having a conversation with somebody. I'm not texting. I'm not DMing someone about what I'm doing. I'm making it all about them and getting into that conversation. But go through those contacts and then ask them for their opinion. The main thing you guys have to do in this business is you have to patch people. So when people ask about it, patch them. Tell them what it does. Give them 6 or 7 patches. Follow up with them. See how it's going. 70% of people are going to notice something in the first 72 hours. The other 30% might take 2 months, 3 months. But also, those people might not be using it right. So you have to explain how to use the patch. It's really simple. They have to do 2 things. They have to wear it consistently 12 hours on and 12 hours off, and they have to drink at least half their body weight in water. If they do those 2 things, they're going to notice something. Now, we have no idea what drugs people are taking. If they're taking Adderall, if they're taking Xanax, if they're drinking a lot of alcohol, I have no idea what people are doing and why they might not be feeling something. All I know is all the people that I've patched felt something. My wife felt something. My kids felt something. All my friends felt something because I gave them great directions on how to wear this patch. Okay. So that's how you talk to people about this business. Now I want to talk to you guys about the comp plan, and then I want to open up for Q&A. Okay. The comp plan, I don't want you to overcomplicate it. I'm not going to download a bunch of information to you about this comp plan because I just don't want you to get confused. It's very, very simple. Most of the time, people complicate this comp plan when it's very, very simple. So it's so simple, people overthink it. Okay. So let me pull this up real quick. Hold on a second. So we get paid 4 ways in this business, okay? We get paid 4 ways. So if a customer signs up, if a retail customer signs up, right? So let me back up. When people ask me, how do I get the patch? This is what I say. You can get the patch one of 3 ways, okay? You can buy the patch retail for $149 a month, but nobody really does that because you can buy it wholesale for $99 a month with an auto ship that you can cancel at any time. Or you could become an affiliate like me and share this device, and whoever uses this device, you can make commissions. Just like, if you work with TikTok or you work with Target or you work with Walmart, you become an affiliate with those brands. Whenever you share something, the company will compensate you. Which one sounds most appealing to you? So I always meet people where they are, right? I give them a choice. You can become a retailer, you can become a customer, or you can become an affiliate with a company. Which one sounds most appealing to you? And I just meet them where they are. because I'm not want to sell you on something. I'm going to talk to you about if you become an affiliate, how it's advantageous. If you decide that you want to do this in the future, it's advantageous to do it now because of the way the structure works. But I'm going to give them that information because I want them to know. Okay. So the first way we make money in this business is if a retail customer signs up for 149, you get paid a $50 commission. If a preferred customer signs up for $99.99 with an auto ship, you get paid $20. A preferred plus customer is someone that pays $19.99 one time and they pay $99 a month. But for 6 months, their first 6 months while they're on auto ship, they get free patches. The company has other patches and they send out free patches every month with your X39 order. Okay. You also get paid $20 commission on that. So 50, 20, 20. That's the first way that you make money is when customers sign up. The second way you make money is when a brand partner, or what I refer to as an affiliate, when they buy a product pack, which all of you guys did, right? There's 3 product packs. The core has 3 packs of 30, and that one's $295. The advanced is 6 packs of 30, and that one's $535. And the premium is 20 packs of 30, and that one's $1750. Okay. When someone signs up as a core, you get a $35 commission. Someone signs up in advance, you get a $75 commission. When someone signs up as a premium, you get a $405 commission. This is not where all the money is in the contract, right? Because it's a direct sales company, commissions are not heavy on this because they're already selling them at a wholesale price. Like I said, it's a binary system. You have a left and a right. You're not a unilevel, which is what my wife and I were in before. You build very wide and you have to go deep off of that wide. But you only make money off the people that you bring in the business and when they bring people in the business. Off the binary, you make money off of people that you don't have no idea. And I'm going to show you how many people we have in our organization. And we've brought 600 people in the business. And we have, I think, 12,000 people that we make money from. I don't know those other 11,400 people, but I love all of them because they're bringing people in the business. And that's the beautiful thing about this binary system is we make money off of all those people in our organization. Okay. So the third way that you make money is what's called cycle bonuses. Okay. And it gets a little confusing to people. But because you have 2 legs, right? Let's just say this is your right leg and this is your left leg. Okay. Whatever leg has the most volume on it. So let's say, one leg has $10,000 of volume and one leg has $4,000 of volume. The one that has 10,000 has the most. So we call that your power leg. The one that has the least amount of volume, which was the 4,000, we'll call that your profit leg. The reason they call it your profit leg is because this is the leg you get paid off of. But when I say that, it's a little misnomer because you have to have $660 on this side and $330 on this side to get what's called a cycle. Once you have $660 on your more high volume leg and you have $330 on the other leg, you get a cycle. And for every cycle, you get paid $50. Okay. So this bonus, based on rank, you can make up to $25,000 per week. Okay. So when you hit the first rank in the company, once you get 4 people in the business, you can earn up to $1,500 per week. Okay. Once you get 6 people in the business and you get 2 managers, you can make up to $2,500 a week. 6 people only, $2,500 a week, which is $10,000 a month, right? This plan is very, very, very easy to make $500 a week, which is $2,000 a month, which would change a lot of people's lives. Imagine if you could offer that gift to everyone that you know to share a device that they can only get from one place. They can't get it anywhere else but from you or someone that is in this business, and they can make $10,000 a month off this business just sharing this device. But you can make up to $25,000 a week. This is the rank that him and I are out of 7 months. I hit this rank in 7 weeks being in the company. We can make up to $25,000 a week just on this bonus based on volume. That's the third way that you get paid. The fourth way that you get paid is what's called generation bonuses. And these are matching bonuses. So let's just say, for example, that I brought in my cousin Pedro. And Pedro made $1,000 this week because we get paid every week. Well, I get paid 25% of everything that Pedro makes every single week. So I get paid $250. And then Pedro brought his sister Maria in the business, and she's making $1,000 every single week. I get 20% of everything that Maria makes. So I make $200 every single week. And then Maria brought her best friend from college, Jose, in, and he makes $500 this week. So I get paid 20% of what Pedro or Jose makes. So I make $100. So just off of 3 people in my business, and I only brought one in, I'm making $550 off of 3 people. So I like to give this math. So just imagine my upline brought in 107 people only into the business over 3 years, which means he brought a person in every 10 days, okay, into the business in 3 years. Okay. Not a lot of people. But on generation one, if 107 people, let's say they only brought 10 people, they didn't bring 107, they brought 10 people over 3 years, which is a person every 3 months that they brought in the business. That 107 now grows to 1,007 that I'm getting paid off of every single week. And let's say that 1,007, they only bring 10 people in over that same 3 years. That 1,007 goes to 10,007. So now I have 11,021 people in my business that I'm making money off of every single week. That's why this thing can just blow up. That's why he's making $65,000 every single week. Okay. It's a real comp plan. It really, really works. Okay. So, what I want to share with you guys now is just the example so I can show you those numbers so you understand a little bit better. Okay. Might make me sign it again. Yeah. So those numbers that you see, the left leg and the right leg, our right leg volume is 1,000,008 right now, okay? Because all that volume carries over. So if you don't get paid on the volume, it just carries and you eventually get paid on it. You never lose it as long as you stay active. Okay, it's very, very important to stay active. If I'm not active, I could lose all of that volume, which all of that volume represents 36990. All of that volume represents about $225,000 in commissions that I'm going to get paid once I cycle off it. My left leg is a little weaker. I get paid off my left leg every week because that leg is a little weaker. So that number, that 5,406, because that right leg is so big, you're just going to take that number, 5,406, and divide it by that 330. And that's going to tell me how many cycles I have to date. Right now, I have 16 cycles. If I take 16 times 50, it's $800. So far this week I've made just in cycles. Okay, so that's how the cycle thing works. So you want to get this number up every month. So if you want to figure out how do I make $1,500 every week, the math is very easy. Okay, so if you take 1,500 and you divide it by 50, that's 30 cycles. So if I need to figure out how much volume do I need this week to be able to get $1,500, I'm going to take 30 times 330, and that's $9,900. Okay. So if I need to figure out what I need to have on my power leg to be able to cycle it off, because that's my weak leg, how much, all I'm going to do is multiply times 2. So I have to have 19,800 on my left leg and 9,900 on my right leg, and I can make $1,500. The cool thing about the volume is that's not all me. That's my upline. That's people that I don't even know that brought people in that I have no idea that's in my organization. So it's not like I'm responsible for all of that. That's what's really cool about this plan. So what I want to do now is just open it up for any questions. Lola, if you want to, if there's anything in the chat now, you can tell me, or if you guys want to unmute yourself and ask me any questions, you can speak to me in Spanish because I can completely understand everything that you're saying because I have an amazing translator on the phone. You guys can ask me in Spanish and I can answer in English and you'll understand me in Spanish. So Lola, do we have anything that is in the questions?
No, we don't have anything in the chat.
Oh, maybe I didn't
Do
see
you
it.
want to do you want to tell them about the website that we're doing and stuff?
I mentioned it already that we're working on building a website,
Okay,
a
maybe that
resource
was
site. Do you want me to say
okay.
anything specific or?
No, just the fact that, it's going to be so cool for them, that we're gonna have everything in one place. La página web, o sea, lo que les
The
decía a
web
mi
page.
esposo,
So
después
what
de
I was
tantos
saying
años
to my
en
husband is it's been
en el
many
modelo de
years
negocio,
in this business,
las
working
personas
this
se
business
pierden
model,
mucho, ¿no? Hay
and
mucha
people get
información,
very
entonces no
lost.
poderles
There's
dar
a lot of
una
information
página
that
web
doesn't go
donde
through.
tengan
So to give
absolutamente
you a
todo y
web
que ustedes
page where you
también
have
puedan compartir con
absolutely
sus
everything
equipos,
and you can also share
va a ser
with
algo
your
muy, muy
teams
bueno. Creo
is
que va a
going
ser
to
algo
be
demasiado
very
positivo.
powerful. I think
Y
it's going to
también
be
me
super
gustaría
positive.
mencionar, I don't know,
And I
babe,
would also
if you
like to
want me to
mention,
tell
I
them
don't know,
about
Jay, if you
May
got me to
31st or
tell
not
them
yet.
about May 31st or not yet?
Not yet. No, yeah,
Okay.
let's
Se los
wait.
dejamos de sorpresa, todavía no
Okay, it's
entonces.
still a surprise then, not yet.
Pero vayan separando la fecha. El
But
31 de mayo
start
tenemos
separating
algo
that date, May
especial para
31st.
ustedes.
We have something special for
Ok,
you.
dice Lili, muy
Okay?
bien
Lily
explicado. Quiero
says,
saber
very well
cuándo
explained.
Colombia.
I
¿Colombia
would like
para
to know when
cuándo?
Colombia
Dios
is going to
mío.
open.
Esperemos que
Oh my
pronto.
God, I
Right,
hope
babe?
that soon. Right, Jay?
What are they
Yeah,
saying?
we
What are they
don't we don't
saying?
know. I mean, the company always does surprises. I mean, I'm hoping we're going to know something at convention in October. I hope before. What we do know, and it's good for your guys' information, is they've asked Jimena and I to be on their Latino board of developing the Latin markets and all the assets. So they're very, very serious and understand how important and powerful the Hispanic market is. And they're spending a lot of money and a lot of emphasis on supporting the Hispanic community and growing into those other countries. So we're going to have tons and tons and tons of support from the company. We're growing in Mexico and Spain and Puerto Rico like crazy. So, you guys are definitely like, you could not have decided to join this company at a better time because I think the Hispanic community is going to blow up. There's only really two big people in it. I mean, there's some other big influencers in it, but people that have been in this business, Jimena and Rochelle, I think it's gonna bring a lot of emphasis to this. So just learn. I mean, the best thing you can do is learn about this business as much as you possibly can so that you can go out there and you can be armed to talk about this. What you guys need to understand is like we have something in our hands that's really, really special, you guys. Our founder, David Schmidt, is literally the Steve Jobs or the Elon Musk of the wellness space. I mean, he really has a mission to help humanity live more healthy and, take medicine out of people's bodies and take, people getting sick, removing that from people's lives. And to be a part of something like that, I think is going to go down in being something that, you wish, man, if I would have foreseen Uber or Facebook or Apple, if I could have invested in those projects. You guys are in this business, and the way this business model works and the way the comp works, being in so early, you guys, is going to pay off for you guys. But just don't wait to talk about this. Don't get discouraged because people, are not jumping on board right away with it. It will take you some time sometimes. Um, but the more you understand this business and the more you can talk about it, I'm not saying you got to learn like a doctor or a scientist. None of that. I mean, you don't need to talk like a doctor. You don't need to talk like a scientist. You just need to talk about the facts and how this thing works. There's so many people out there that can't sleep, that have pain in their body, that don't have energy, that are dealing with issues. I mean, like today we talked to this lady, and she just was telling me all these things with her mom and her and her husband. It's just like it's just crazy the things that this patch does for people. That's insane. And so you have to talk with that passion and that conviction when you're talking to people because people are like, I mean, listen, I was the one that my friend told me about this and I thought it was snake oil. I was like, you're trying to sell me like snake oil. This is like bull crap. This sticker is not going to do anything. It's a band-aid. Like it's not going to do what you said it did. And I was completely blown away by this. So just know, one, you're with an amazing company. Two, we're going to support you guys. We're going to help you guys be successful in this business. And we're going to all together help really create a wellness revolution and change lots and lots and lots of people's lives. Any questions, you guys? Do not be afraid to ask questions. I don't bite. My wife doesn't bite. Um, this is the
I
time.
I do have a question.
Go ahead, Frida.
I think
Oh,
somebody else spoke for me, but I'll wait. I'll be next.
no,
Frida will be next.
go ahead. I'll go next.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Mucho
meet you too.
gusto.
And you can speak Spanish if you're more comfortable. Don't feel like you have to speak English because it's me.
I'm comfortable either way.
Okay.
But yeah, I just bought my advanced membership. So over the weekend. So I'm waiting to get it hopefully today or tomorrow and I can start using it. And personally, quiero usarlo o lo vi
I
necesario
want to use
definición
it,
para mí
or I
porque
thought this
estoy
investment was
padeciendo de
necessary
dolor
for me
crónico.
because I have a chronic pain.
So I've been experiencing chronic pain for the last more than 8 months. So basically that's why I got into this because I looked up at the patches online on Amazon and they are 150. And I said, oh, okay, I'll make an investment on my health and see where I go from this. But yeah, tengo mucho
So
dolor.
I'm Frida, I'm glad you mentioned Amazon. Please talk to your people. You never want someone to buy from Amazon. One, they're illegal. You don't know if they're fake. And two, you don't know where they're storing them, if they're storing them in the heat, if they're storing, I mean, the reason the company does not want people reselling this on Amazon is they want to control. It comes from a cool warehouse where it's manufactured, and you want to make sure they work correctly. So anybody selling them on Amazon or Walmart or anywhere, they're selling them illegally, and they're shutting these people down. So I'm glad you mentioned that. Where is your chronic pain, Frida?
Well, I have a herniated disc.
Okay.
It's coming from the nerves, but I'm not able to sleep comfortable. The constant pain is on my heel, my left heel. Now it's going to my right heel, uh, lower back. So I'm having physical therapy. I've been off of work for the last 2 months. I'm going back to work May 1st, which I think my body's telling me that, the kind of work that I'm doing is very
So
stressful.
I want to, Frida, first, let me tell you about the patches. So if you order them on the weekend, it's going to take 3 to 4 business days. So you might not see it till Wednesday or Thursday, okay? Because the weekend doesn't count. So they
Um,
probably shipped out today, so they'll be there to you either Wednesday or Thursday. Second, you might want to get the Ice Wave patch. Um, and
okay.
and the Ice Wave patch, it removes pain immediately, at least 70 to 80% of it. And the way that you use the Ice Wave patch, for anybody on here that if you're dealing with pain, the way you use Ice Wave patch is going to come with a brown patch and a white patch. The brown patch you put directly on where you feel the pain, and the white patch you're going to take half of the sticker off and first position it at 12 o'clock, 2 fingers above the brown patch. And then you're going to move the patch. If the pain hasn't left in 15 seconds, you're going to move the patch to the 3 o'clock position. If the pain hasn't left, you're going to move it to the 6 o'clock position. If the pain hasn't left in 15 seconds, move it to the 9 o'clock position. Wherever that white patch is, you're going to put the X39 patch the opposite. So if it's at 12 o'clock, you're going to put it at 6 o'clock. If it's at 3 o'clock, you're going to put it at 9 o'clock. Okay. That one's going to help you with pain immediately. The X39, I had pain in my body. It took about 2 months for the pain to leave my body with the X39. I didn't know about the Ice Wave. When I first signed up, I didn't have the knowledge. I just wore the X39.
Okay.
But that's what you should do. I would order the Ice Wave. I think it's like $59 for a whole month supply. But every single person I've used on that Ice Wave patch is 70 to 80% of their pain is gone immediately. But just make sure you wear the X, and you can also wear the X39 on your lower back. If that's where your pain is, wear it there. You don't have to wear it on your back. You don't have to wear it on your belly. David says wherever your pain is, stick it there.
I'm thinking it's more like about a nerve coming from my spine.
It
Because
is
I do have a herniated disc
it's
inflammation.
still going to help you. The reason nerves and everything is because of inflammation. The X39 patch is going to help you with inflammation. The reason you have pain is inflammation, right? So that's what the X39 patch is going to help you with.
I wrote down the brown part of it, but the white, that was a little too fast and too confusing for me.
No, so wherever the brown goes directly on the pain, the white patch is 2 fingers. Like start it like so. If the patch is here on my hand, okay, if it's here, I'm gonna put it at 12 o'clock to start. Wait 15 seconds and see if the pain feels better. If not, then I'm gonna move it to the 3 o'clock position. If it doesn't feel better, I'm gonna move it to the 6 o'clock position. If it doesn't feel better, I'm gonna move it to the 9 o'clock position. So it's just like a clock. Wherever the thing is, you're gonna just move the patch 2 fingers around like a clock and leave
Within
it there
how
for
many time? Within how many minutes?
15. You try it 15 seconds. If you don't feel a difference, move it. If you don't feel a
15
difference in 15 seconds, move it. You should feel a difference in 15 seconds if you place it, if it hits the right spot.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that.
Okay. Stephanie. There
Can
you
you
go.
hear me?
I can hear you perfect.
Oh, thank you. I was just wondering, are you guys planning to do any in-person meetings for the presentations?
May 31st is one of those, yes.
Oh, oh, okay. That's nice. I'm talking to a lot of people. Some people are interested. I'm gonna invite them to the meetings, but
Okay.
that's just a question that came up. I would
Yeah.
love
And we
to go
also
to an in-person meeting.
every week we have meetings too on Zoom. So they can come on and listen to the call, which is, you know, convenient for people because they don't have to drive somewhere and they're not in the evenings, you know, we're away from their family. So that's the reason we do the calls every week so that people
Okay.
don't have to wait for those in-person meetings. We can get them the information as soon as possible.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. Thank you.
Great question. Any others?
Yes, I have a question.
Go ahead, Maria.
Well, I'm completely new in this business, and my main fear is I don't know how to approach to people to say what I got to offer, and I want your advice to tell me how to start that approaching because basically today when I was purchasing, my coworker, I told her, hey, I'm just gonna start doing this, and she's like, okay, go ahead, you're crazy. And
And Maria, you're gonna hear that from a lot of people. My wife, when she joined this business 6 years ago, I told her the same thing. And then she made $1 million in a year. And so I was the crazy one. So you're going to have a lot of people that are going to say that you're crazy or that you don't know what you're talking about. You got to believe in this, Maria. Like, you know, they don't know what they're talking about. I've owned several businesses. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've owned several businesses in my life. I've never made this much money in my life with having no overhead. This device is not a Me Too product, you guys. You're not competing with anybody with anything. It's not shampoo, it's not makeup, it's not skin, it's not wellness products. This is a device that's has a patent that's not available to anybody but through you. So the way that you approach people is I don't approach people to sell. Okay. I approach people to share. And the way I do it is I just get into conversations with people, right? It's very, very easy. I look for ways to enter a conversation. And the best way you can enter a conversation with anybody, somebody you know, somebody you don't know, a stranger, is ask people what they do for a living, right? So if you meet somebody in the gym, if someone's at Target, hey, is this your full-time, part-time job? Oh, no, I work here full-time. Oh, wow, that's awesome. What do you love about it? Oh, I love dealing with people. I love meeting people. I love people watching. Well, what would you change about it? I hate working nights. I hate working weekends. I hate working when everyone's off. Like what? It's just a conversation, right? And then I ask people how much money they make. And then I ask people, how open are you to an opportunity where you can make money, you know, with few hours a week? What do you know about stem cells? People are like, I don't know much about stem cells. And then I pull the patch off and I'm like, you don't know about this X39 patch? It's changed my life. So just look for the opportunities. The way that you're going to get comfortable, Maria, is to be able to show up to these trainings and listen to this over and over and over again so that you're educated about the device. Listening to people that say that you're crazy are not the people you want to listen to. You guys, I didn't hide my compensation, right? We're making $15,000 a week in this business. We've been doing it 7 months. $15,000 a week. That's what's possible. My upline's been doing it 2 years, 2.5 years. He's making $55,000 a week. So who's crazy? Her or you? She's crazy for not considering it, right? If you could make $1,000 a week, Maria, would it change your life?
repeat that again.
If you could make $1,000 a week, would it change your life? Extra.
Mhm.
What would you say? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
If I get a thousand,
If you could make $1,000 a week, $4,000 a month, would it change your life in any way?
yes.
I mean, if you could make $10,000 a week, would it change your life?
Yes, that's why I'm here.
That's why it's possible, right? So, you know, people are going to say it's crazy because they don't know what they're talking about. I didn't know what I was talking about with my wife. When she said she was doing that, I was like, you're crazy. Why would you do that? And then she showed me a year later. So it's possible. You just have to, you can't let anybody take you down. So just practice, show up to these trainings. We're going to give you all the tools that you need to talk to people and understand this business. I promise you. But you got to give it a shot and you got to stop listening to noise because all those people are just noise. They're just noise. They have no idea. But if she's going to pay you, if she's going to pay you $10,000 a week, I might would start listening to her. You should ask her, are you going to pay me 10 grand a week? Because if you pay me 10 grand a week, I'm going to listen to you. I got all ears. But if you're not paying me 10 grand a week, I can't listen to anything you're saying. Alexandra, I'm going to do one more and I got to let my interpreter go.
Judy tiene una pregunta. Yuri has a question.
Okay, I'll get to that right after. Okay, thanks, Lola.
Hola, Jay. Gracias por toda esta información.
Hi,
Contenta que ya
Jay.
tengo
Thank you for
mi
all the
primera
information. I'm
sesión
happy
aquí.
because I have my first business
Entonces,
partner
contenta por ello.
here. Hi.
Mi pregunta
So
es,
my question is,
tenemos, ustedes están hablando de
we
crear
have,
una
you are
un
talking
nuevo
about
website.
creating a
Ahora
new
yo estoy
website.
tomando cosas
Now,
Telegram,
I
estoy
am
tomando
taking
cosas
things from
de
Telegram, I'm
perdón, de
taking
YouTube, estoy
things from
tomando
YouTube
cosas pues, de
and
nuestro chat de WhatsApp.
from our
Y
WhatsApp chats too,
bueno, y algunas
and
cositas también que nos
a
van
few
enviando, ¿no?
other
Entonces,
things that you
mucha
send us.
información. Ahora,
So it's a lot of
¿qué
information.
diferencia
Now,
hay para entrar
what
en la
difference
plataforma de
is there
school?
if I go
Vamos a
to the
tener,
school
tenemos
platform,
ahí lo mismo de
right?
Telegram
Are we going to have
o es
everything from
va a
Telegram
reemplazar
there?
el
Or
website
is
que
that going
ustedes
to
tienen
replace your
o sería la
website?
mejor
So the
What would be
idea,
the best way?
so the idea, so right now, everything that Lola and Evelyn have sent you through Telegram, through WhatsApp, those are just resources, those are just tools that give you information about the business so that you can go through those tools, watch those videos, read, whatever they send out in those links just to understand the business. The website is going to be a hub. So all of that stuff that we're sending out, we're still going to send to everybody that joins the business so that they have it at their fingertips. But if anybody wants to go out and find the documents or find the resources, they can just go to wellnessrev.org once we have it up, and they could find everything that we're sending out already. So it's not like, you could just send all your people say, hey, go to wellnessrev.org and all the stuff's there. The main reason we're doing that, Alessandra, is think about this. You signed up Arlie, okay? Arlie's on this call because you were really good at making sure she came to this call and got information on this call. What's broken in this industry, you guys, is that once you sign up Arlie, when Arlie signs up someone, she doesn't give everybody the resources. And then that person signs up and doesn't get the resources. And then that person signs up and doesn't get the resources. And their success rate is very low because they don't have everything that they need to do to launch their business. And so the reason we want to have a hub, a website, is when Alexandra signs up Arlie's going to be like, oh yeah, go to wellnessrev.org. And then this person's going to go wellnessrev.org. And then this person's going to be wellnessrev.org. And now everyone's going to have the information that they need to be successful, right? So the most successful real estate company in the world is Keller Williams. Keller Williams is very successful. They've spent $0 on marketing ever. They're the largest, fastest growing real estate company is because they have training. They train every agent very, very well. And that's what we want to accomplish is we want to give you guys the tools that you need to be successful right away. And if you have that and you have a place that you can go get all those tools, that's why we're doing it through Telegram and WhatsApp right now, right? We just launched the business 7 months ago. So we're building out all our resources right now for our team. But what's important for all of you on here, and I'm glad you asked this question, Alexandra, what's really important for all of you guys to understand is you guys have to share this information with everybody that's coming in the business. So when you bring someone in, it's really important for you to say, hey, there's calls on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Here's the calendar. All the stuff that we said to you, Alexandra, you're taking that information and you're sending it to all your brand partners. I don't get all that information. I don't have Arlie's information. You're direct to us. When you signed up Arlie, I don't have her information. So Lola, if you want to make a note of Arlie's name and get her information and you can send it out to her because she signed up under Alexandra, I don't have that information. I'm working on with the company right now to be able to get that and be able to get everybody the information. But then that way, when you guys grow your business, you're getting everybody to do the same thing. And that's when we can create this massive movement and everyone has what they need to be successful. And so great question, Alexandra, but that's the reason that we're doing it. So all the information in Telegram and all the information that you got is, again, it's a lot, But a lot is good if you take the time to digest it because it's only going to help you understand the business and the business model. And also, listen, no business is like this. Okay. There's no business in the world that goes like this. The business goes like this. And when you're here, the key is how do I get from here to here again? It doesn't matter what business you're in. Apple, they've had this, right? Their business is going up and down, up and down. Like every business in the world is that way. What makes you successful is when you're in a down, what are you going to do to get out of that down? And most people give up. Most people say, oh, no one's interested in this patch. No one's saying yes to me. This is not going to work. That's going to happen. And most of the time, most of those no's are going to come when you start because you're not confident. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't have the conviction. You don't have the passion that you need to have in the business. And then you're just like, oh, doesn't work. This business doesn't work. What I'm telling you is this business works. And so if you think it's because my wife has a social media, the couple that's making $140,000 per week, $140,000 per week. I'll say it one more time, $140,000 per week, $600,000 a month doesn't have social media. The guy that's making $55,000 per week doesn't have social media. So social media doesn't mean you're going to be successful. We've brought on a lot of influencers and they're not successful because they're not consistent and they're not passionate and they don't have conviction. How you're going to be successful in this business is, I'm telling you, this patch will change people's lives. People with Parkinson's disease, people with Alzheimer's, people with heart problems, people with cholesterol, people with Hashimoto, all of these testimonials as you get into this business, you are going to find out when people wear this patch, they're going to be like, oh my God, what's in that? And you're going to be like, nothing. It's just using your own body light to stimulate your stem cells. There's no drugs, there's no chemicals, there's no stimulants, there's nothing in this patch. It's just science. And a scientist figured it out. Go ahead, Alexandra.
Perfecto, me emociona. Muchas gracias. Jay,
Perfect. I
entonces,
feel excited. Thank you very much, Jay. So now, do you recommend to go to the school platform or to wait for the website?
We don't have the school platform yet. We're working on that. We're in the process of getting all that done. So I think maybe you're looking at Rochelle's platform. Maybe you can use that. You can use that platform.
Mientras más
The
información
more
tengan,
information you
lo importante
have,
aquí es
the
que no se
better.
abrumen.
The
O
important
sea,
thing here is
en
not to get
school,
overwhelmed, okay?
Rachel y
In
su equipo,
school,
bueno, que es parte de
Rachel
nuestro
and
equipo,
her
obviamente
team, who are
tiene
part
el
of our team,
school con todos
obviously,
los cursos
they
en
have school
español
and they have all the courses in
y,
Spanish.
y nuevamente
And
son básicamente más
again, it's
herramientas que van a
basically
tener.
more
En
tools that
YouTube,
you're
si
going to
buscan
have.
plan de
In
compensación de
YouTube, if
LifeWave,
you search
justo
for LifeWave
veníamos en un vuelo
compensation plan,
y me metí
we
yo
were
a
actually
YouTube a
on a flight
buscar a
and
diferentes
I
personas cómo
got into
explican el plan de
YouTube to search
compensación.
how
Entonces,
different people
nuevamente,
explain
School
the
es otra
compensation plan, and I
plataforma
found
más,
that.
una herramienta
So
más que
school is just another
seguramente les va a
platform,
ayudar.
another tool that
Y
will
de
probably
nosotros,
help
cuando
you.
lo tengamos listo,
And
pues
once we
obviamente
have ours
también
ready,
sé que les
obviously,
va a ayudar
you can also
muchísimo.
leverage it a lot.
me encanta, gracias. Y ahora
Okay, I love
estoy
that. Thank you.
empezando a mirar
And
los
I'm
90 días,
starting to look at the
el reto de 90
90-day
días, está
challenge now.
espectacular. Así
It's
que gracias.
spectacular. I love it. So thanks for everything.
You're so welcome, Alexandra. Thanks. You said there was one more, Lola, and then we have to go. Was it Yudi?
Well, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Yudi. Go ahead.
Hi. So I have a question about the packages. So I just bought the core package, the kit. I don't know how to say it, the kit. So I can.
The core kit, yes.
Okay. I just learned that I can do an upgrade and just pay the difference.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I have a question. So it says that if I just bought the core package, I just have a commission up to 100, right? Per week.
Correct. Yes. And until that's a good question, Yudi. So basically you have to have 300 PV and be a manager to be able to get above the $100 commission. And that's off the cycle bonuses. Okay. But if you have customers or people sign up, so anybody that signs up for the business, you're not limited to $100. So if you have 3 advanced sign up, 75, 75, 75, that's $225. You get paid off of any customer or anybody that signs up. The limit to $100 is only for manager. So once you hit manager, then that's when you can make up to 1,500, but that's only on the cycle bonus, not anything else.
What about if I decide to upgrade and that's gonna be the package that I'm gonna have in auto ship?
No. Good
That's
question.
not, that's
No,
okay, okay.
no, that's a
So
very
I can,
that's a very good question. So when you buy a package, your auto ship is only either 99 or 199 per month. It's not 535, it's not 1750. That's a one-time package that you can get at below wholesale price to have inventory to hand out. After that, it's only $99 a month per pack. But if you're going to get paid, you have to have at least $200 a month or 110 PV to get paid in the compensation plan. But if you want to just maintain your volume, let's just say you're not a manager yet and you're like, I just want to get one auto ship a month until you hit manager. As soon as you hit manager, you want to do 2 auto ships because that unlocks the comp plan. You have to have at least 110 PV to get paid. Does
all
that
right. So, okay, I got it.
Yeah. So if you upgrade to the advanced, it just gives you more inventory. If you upgrade to the premium, you don't have to do an auto ship for 3 months. So,
Got it.
but if you don't, if you do the advanced or core, you have to do an auto ship next month.
So the auto ship is a requirement to get paid, but I can have only the one package or two.
You can have one package to keep your volume, meaning as your volume stack up, you won't lose it. And so once you start cycling, you'll get paid off of it. Or once you hit manager, 2 is to get paid. So you have to have at least 110 PV to get paid inside the compensation plan. And that's just your own inventory that you're using. It's not like, or you could give them away, but I mean, you saw me, I use the patches every single day. There's not a day that goes by that does this patch is out on my body because it's changed my life.
Got it. Thank you.
And you're going to have more questions that come up, Beauty. Trust me. I had all those questions. And then, as they come up, just, put them in the chat and we'll answer your questions. And Lola's amazing. But thank you for the question.
Thank you.
Guys, I really, really appreciate all of you being on our team and being a part of this movement with us. I look forward to meeting all of you, hopefully very, very soon. And thanks for trusting us and thanks for being a part of this movement with us. And we appreciate every single person and we want you all to be really successful. Just do not give up, okay? It's not going to always be easy, but it's the hard that makes things great in life. I just want to leave you guys with that. This is an amazing opportunity like nothing you'll ever see in your life. And thank you guys so much for showing up tonight and keep showing up because when you show up, you're going to blow up. I promise you, it's going to blow up, you guys. Okay. Have a great night, you guys.